Hi, friend. You're standing in a brand new place where, in a way, you're about to face your own fears and step into and through into some very powerful changes that are inevitable. You can't help this. They really do have to happen eventually. These changes have to happen, but they are for your good. These changes truly are for you. And these are positive changes that are allowing you to step back from the past and to have a grand transformation, a rebirth, a release, so that you can truly have a whole new kind of experience. So, how do you move in this energy, this right now moment of great change and transformation and release and closure that is upon you? In your mind, you're being encouraged to listen to your intuition, to tune into those softer, more empathetic, more um, obvious skill sets of yours, to look beyond the obvious, in fact, and to feel yourself in your mind. Ah, this is so silly. I'm trying to be all, I don't know, with you. It's hard to explain when I know that you're feeling a lot and that there's all kinds of emotions at hand and you're probably afraid. And you really, really, really want to be positive because you're starting to understand that you really do create your own reality. But at the same time, as you're trying to change your tune, and it's in the cards too. I mean, the cards are a great marker because what they do is they help us to see the greater energy. What it helps me to do is just to see you and the collective energy and to feel out there as to what's going on. But I'm also doing my best to communicate the message out to you and to accept help when I need it. And this is an interesting moment because as I'm moving forward through this reading, and you can kind of feel the ups and downs, the bumps, the beginning, the middle, where I am right now. It's very, um, it's showing how life is feeling right now, how it's a kind of a stop and go kind of feeling. Some moments feel so good and then other moments feel so bad, and the juxtaposition, the from this to that, is so fast and intense, and sometimes you're getting yourself a little lost in there. And see, when we look at the heart, it's showing that we're feeling this feeling of overwhelm, like the swords represent your mental state. Now, that does not look comfortable. This represents your emotional state. And this is sort of like a confused kind of feeling. Cups are both up and down, and you're not quite sure which way is up and which way is down. And so it's all about confusion and delusion and kind of being lost in a story that you're creating in your own heart. And it's happening because your mind is running you right now. Your mind is running, the negative side of you is running you. And although you want to be positive and you understand that it's really important for you to be positive, and you are in many ways trying to change your tune, you're still getting caught up so often in the fear of things. And the reason I can say that is because in the God card, like in the God spot, we have this card that is actually quite fearful. And to be honest with you, because I can't help but be honest, but when we look at the now card, it's also a fearful card. So it's showing that right now we're standing in a lot of fear and self-judgment and self-doubt. And what we're forgetting is that the reason that all this stuff is coming to the surface right now is because we actually have the tools and the skill set to release ourselves from it and to create a dramatically, dynamically different outcome. And see, in the physical realm, like where this card lands, in the physical side of things, look, it's a sign of completion. Now, I know you don't know what these cards mean just outright, but look at the pictures and the way this feels and the symmetry, the colors. You know, there's a feeling here of movement, of balance, of completion, of something being birthed through that. So, on the physical realm, we're actually doing really well. You're actually doing really well. But your inability to right now to reflect that goodness back to you and getting caught up in that negative stuff, that's just kind of part of it. That's part of this whole evolution of human consciousness as we all become just slightly better versions of ourselves. And by and by, it's not easy moment to moment, but we have to keep on keeping. And we have to start understanding that we truly are the creators of our own reality. And that, I don't know if you saw this, but that was like a beautiful red and black, really, really large wasp. And they're really curious and they'll fly up really close. Maybe it'll fly up a little closer and you'll get a chance to see it. But it's also indicative of that rather, it's a tame energy, but it's still a sharp energy. It's a wasp energy. And it's red, it's really bright and big, but it actually is not very aggressive. So it's kind of showing that we're still outwardly creating all this aggression, and inwardly we're creating it because we're still focused on the negative thought. We still will accept, it's easy to accept that we create reality based on, let's say I got a parking spot, or I got myself that thing I wanted. But what we're kind of forgetting is that we're learning a much more exact cause and effect kind of outcome, where how you feel, and especially how you feel about yourself and how you move through the day in that way, really, really impacts how you're going to live the next day, how that next day is going to look, how you're shaping it. So each day, each now day that you have present in this now moment, which is the only thing you have, is like the script. Like today, you're scripting tomorrow. And tomorrow, you're going to live out whatever it is that you really believe today. Now, hopefully, just in small doses, because you're so loved and you're so guided and protected, and you really are moving in a very divine way. So it's going to be less and less suffering and more good, but it's a practice. You're really learning how to see the silver lining and how to choose to see the lightness even in the dark, and how you're continuing to keep looking for the blessings even though it still might feel heavy. That's the message right here in this card. And it's all because you're learning how to create your own reality. You are literally learning that as you change your tune, as you change the way you think about the world internally, from that of the negative to a more positive perspective, you truly get to have a more positive outcome. And when we look at things to come for you, dear friend, you've got a lot of positive things. You've got friendship. And again, let's stay away from fortune telling. Let's just use our common sense. Let's use our senses to feel into the moment, to feel the feeling of friendship and love, to know that we are guided and protected, to know that we are part of a divine grand whole, and to step into our individual mission of love, whatever that looks like for you. But with confidence and knowing that, of course, that's going to create more of that in the next day and the days to come and the days to come. And we have to be the ones to believe that, to hold on to that that idea, and to keep moving that idea forward. So it's up to us to keep seeing that, envisioning that beautiful forward future. And again, isn't that a nice kind of like beautiful colors, and you can see a gateway coming through? It's like we're stepping into the rainbow. It's like we're going right into that. And this is a card all about completion. And look how all these cards that are basically saying the same thing and that are in our spread today, in our reading today, how they show a similar kind of patterning, a kind of balance and symmetry, a feeling that things in fact are good and working out for you. So this is abundance, this is health, this is thriving, this is all those things that you're kind of wishing for. And it's more so the feelings that go with them. It's all those positive fun feelings that go with any experience. And this is saying, yes, we're moving in that direction. Keep envisioning that, because we are moving into the completion cycle of all that is happening right here. And we didn't come here to suffer in an extended length of time. We came here to acknowledge that suffering, to at least admit that it happened to us, and then to let ourselves free and to truly become the people we came here to be. This is a co-creative experience, okay? You out there, my friend, my family, and all those people I have never met yet, but are part of the collective whole. We're all sharing this experience. And you're going to find more and more often that your family members and your friends and all the people you thought would never come around to these concepts are in fact coming around at their own time, at their own pace, simply because this is a natural evolution. We're all moving in this way. It can't be helped. Every single one of us is evolving and changing and feeling the undercurrent of what's actually happening right now. So I'm going to offer you something that I haven't in the last two readings we did together. I'm going to offer you a release based on the cards that I see here, based on the emotions that are coming out. And we're just going to flow with it, okay? So start by tapping on the side of your hand and repeat with me. And it's very much like Dorothy at the end of Wizard of Oz, when she finally figured out, oh my gosh, you mean all I had to do was tap and I was free? Yes, just do it for yourself. Even though I'm so afraid of all these transformations and changes, and I'm afraid to let go of my past. I deeply and completely love and accept myself, and I release that now. Even though I overthink and I live in a past and I forget the good things all around me, I deeply and completely love and accept myself, and I release that now. Even though I still worry a lot and I'm afraid of the inevitable changes that are coming my way, I deeply and completely love and accept myself, and I release that now. On your forehead, I now release myself from being afraid of the changes I'm calling forward. The top of your head, I now release myself from resisting the changes I'm creating. I now release myself from my habit of worrying about the changes I call forward. I now release my younger self from learning to be afraid of change. I now release myself from everything I've seen that makes me so afraid to change now. You're doing amazing. We're almost there. I now release my body from all the tension I'm creating because I'm so afraid to change. I now release myself, and I release my physical body from all the tension I create when I'm negative with myself, about the changes I'm making. I now release myself from all the ways I still resist change because I'm afraid to let go of my past, and I'm afraid to be my new self. On your heart, I am safe. I am guided and protected. I am healthy. I am happy. I am open. I am excited. I am seen. I am heard. I am understood. I am divinely guided. And wonderful things are always working out for me. Take a deep breath. You always had the power within you. The cards are nice because they just help us to communicate the story that we're all feeling at the same time. We're all linked in this together. Accept help when you need it because you are learning how to be something you've never been before, which is a conscious, active creator in real time, which means you are facing yourself, your own patterns, and most of all, right now, you're facing your unconscious mind, an unconscious mind that for the most part is untrained and running you and just making it so that you don't see the very love that is already in your house, in your house, in your house, in all the homes and all the rooms that you walk in and that are yours because you're there. I love you. We both love you so much. April is just around the corner, and well, soon, maybe we'll see you in person.